Alright, hello. Hello
Hello.
everybody. We are live and kicking. Welcome to the Goonternational 2024. We will be your guides for today's game, which is Granny's Cookies versus Team Spherical. I am Scotter of GFG and now Tit Warblers, and I'm joined by Mark Obnot, formerly of
That's
GFG
me.
and also of Tit Warblers. How are you, sir?
I am good. I'm excited for this game.
Nice.
Should be a good one. Two fairly strong teams, so
Yeah, let's hope
see
for a
what
close one.
happens.
I've got a good streak since the last tournaments we cast as well of picking good games, so let's hope it doesn't end today.
If there's no base race, I'll be disappointed.
Although I will say that the Orbs, Team Spherical, come in as I think favourites for maybe even the whole tournament actually, which is pretty crazy. They're a very good team, so let's see how they do in their first group stage game. I think it's Group 1 they're in, so
And they handle the pressure.
is this the right thing? It is. Oh my god, why are our heads so big in that thing at the bottom? Let's minimise that. Bloody hell, mate. Christ. Especially, oh god, you don't need to be that close to those two lads. Right, we're back on old captain's mode as well. So let's see what we've got. A classic Witch Doctor ban, a classic shitter hero, and the instant follow-up. No reserve time needed for any bans of the so
Nope.
far. They straight in, 2 supports banned, and then followed up with the Kunkka and the Earthshaker. So, oh yeah, they're not wasting any time. They want to play. They want to play. Yes.
Get this show on the road.
10 seconds to pick.
Right, what have we got? So it's been a while since I played against Spherical, but yes, I think from what I can see in the chat, Obst, the mid, is being respect banned quite heavily. I believe he's a big Kunkka head, big Kunkka player. So that's a good start on the old bans. God, I forget how many you get as well. Shadow Demon and Monkey King as well as Undying. Straight in with the clockwork.
Spherical clearly have a game plan.
Is it to
Use
steal
any
those
reserve
cookies?
time.
So we will see. Let's now get a reply from Granny's Cookies with the SK. Now, yeah, this has been banned quite frequently. I had a look at the old stats beforehand, as I often do, and yeah, looks like actually I've got to change a setting real quick. I just forgot to put this on for the game. There we go. Right. What have we been? I'm sure Sand King has been picked and banned in every game. Pretty sure he's been banned in most.
Only 10 seconds.
Yeah, he's definitely a strong hero at the moment.
And they keep
Definitely
nerfing
a
him,
scary
and then
boy.
he still continues to be strong, which is pretty good for Sand King fans. Try to see where the picks and bans are on this. Yeah, there's
It's fairly easy to get a bit of farm and get into the game. There's a lot of damage. It's got some good stun potential. Just a bit of everything.
And then just lives.
Yeah.
Only 10 seconds. 5 seconds remain.
Right.
Radiant team pick.
Hoodwink, another good hero.
Yeah, so there is a
Often
game,
contested.
There is a game going on right now. I'm not sure what the teams are that are playing, so these stats could be out of date. But Hoodwink and Sand King, 2 of the most picked. Clockwork also up there as well, to be fair. So I think it might be a POS 5 sort of situation.
Hurry.
People liking that, or maybe like a little off-lane support action. Hoodwink the same. That could probably be the off-lane for Granny's Cookies. And there is Centaur, another big lad who likes farm and likes auras. It's the aura off-lane time, you know. That's what it's all about.
He likes to stomp those hoofs.
10 seconds to pick. 5 seconds.
Yeah, big beefy boys. Pick up pipe, pick up Crimson Guard, pick up Guarding Greaves, run at them.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
I think
Simple game plan.
I seem to recall Obs plays a mid Earth Spirit as well, so that's also banned. Just really, really
I
hate.
thought you were going to say mid Centaur then. Oh!
Oh, I've seen this before. I've seen this.
Egg Boy.
I've seen a thing. See. I don't know what position anybody's playing in the Spherical stack at the moment because it's changed over the course of the tournaments that we've had this year. But
Right.
I think I saw a Pos 3 Phoenix for Spherical. I know it's not that now because of the Centaur, but I can't remember which player is the Phoenix player because I think they were playing off lane in that particular tournament, so they just took it. So it's like a comfort pick, I think, from memory anyway. But I like this lineup so far.
Yeah, either way, Granny's Cookie's going to have to come up with something to deal with the egg, because Sand King and Hoodwink isn't going to cut it
Yeah.
at the moment. I think Hoodwink has the lowest base attack time in the whole game.
Is that true?
Something like that. Something like that.
Is it not Techies? Oh, Warlock. One of the supports to not be banned. So that you would imagine is the Pos 5 for Granny's Cookies.
Yep.
Oh yeah, a good shout. Come on, Treant might be as well actually.
Yeah, I think Treant has the same.
Oh shit.
Same.
5 seconds remain.
Tiny has a good base attack time, but just like no attack speed. The tricky thing with Warlock is if you link them together, they're still all really tanky.
Yeah.
So
the heal
just soak up the damage.
The heal from Phoenix is going to be real nice in this game as well for these two heroes already. Because as Clockwork, you can now hookshot in on a target, cogs them, and then Phoenix can follow up with the Sunray, and then would start healing and also damaging whichever target, because it's like that kind of area, right? Be hard to not get both. Juggernaut as carry. What do you think of Juggernaut?
Yeah, I mean, I would guess that is a comfort pick. Juggernaut has never been the best carry.
Yeah.
But can be good in the right hands, I guess.
Yeah.
Be annoying to deal with for sure. I wonder what the thinking was behind that. Can you spin through cogs?
One for the chat, that one. To be honest, because I don't know how often I have ever played Juggernaut. To be perfectly honest. Weaver.
Yeah, I'm liking the draft from Spherical here. Quite tasty.
5 seconds. Hurry, hurry.
Little Sakuchi away from the jug. I mean, there's not too much to deal with the Phoenix egg. I'm not sure if Sand King is perhaps beefy enough to deal with a Clockweaver Centaur running at you, but I'm ready to be proven wrong on that. I've been proven wrong on that kind of thing before.
I think a lot relies on your Sand King being unkillable.
Yeah.
Which is definitely a state that Sand King can almost get to, but it isn't. It isn't easy. Let's put it that way.
Gonna have to have a good start.
And what against? Yeah,
Razor
Weaver.
getting bad. We're looking for 2 more mids here, do you think?
Yeah, definitely for Granny's Cookies. I would say also, yeah, probably for Spherical. Because, like, you're currently... Oh, yeah. Well, unless it's Weaver. Because I'm thinking Phoenix and Clockwork are probably the supports on this. And Centaur off lane. So, you know, Phoenix Centaur one lane, Clockwork Weaver the other lane, and then you're looking for a mid.
Hmm.
I think. Maybe. Hey, listen, who knows what they're thinking? Yeah.
Maybe it's
10
going to be
seconds to pick.
an Obs Phoenix mid.
Oh,
5 seconds
that would be a
remain.
treat. There's lots of different shouts in the chat. We've had an Omni shout. I don't know if that's been banned. Doesn't look like it. We've had a Treant shout as well. A mid-Treant. Which could be interesting.
I'm starting to think that the chat has about as much idea as we do.
Alright, now they're taking their time.
Yeah,
The
using all
Spherical-
the reserve
They have the
time.
back-to-back picks, so I think they know what they want to take. They're just... Yeah, right,
Didn't
Tiny.
Didn't want to be leshed.
No leshing.
Lesh would have been a nice pick.
Yeah,
The Tiny's pretty strong at the moment too,
Yeah.
and he's beefy.
Yeah, and
10 seconds
you just have
to
so much initiation now. With the Clockwork, Tiny,
5 seconds remain.
even
Basically all of them.
Centaur, Weaver.
Basically all of them.
And you have a lot of control for the Phoenix Egg as well. So you have, yeah, tiny stuns, tosses, and Clockwork cogs and stuff to protect the egg. Not that that's the most important spell. I'm not that I'm a Phoenix player or anything, but just the it's a nice spell to get off in any fight. Usually the sign of a good fight, actually, if your Phoenix Egg goes off. The sign of a losed game if it doesn't, sometimes. Right, well, they got 20 seconds left of their reserve time, but they're going to go for Lena.
Ooh, Lena. I was
Yeah,
about to say they need some damage, and that's certainly some damage.
is some
It helps
damage.
deal with the egg. It's
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, I like that pick. I'm just not sure if it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no, sorry, I'm laughing at the chat saying that these are some knowledge bombs, because I've said that if your Phoenix Egg goes off, it's a sign of a good fight. Very true.
Well, listen, if you didn't say it, I wouldn't have known.
Exactly. Okay, right. So, my thoughts initially at this is that Granny's cookies. This is comfort. This looks like comfort heroes to me.
Yeah.
5 seconds. Hurry.
Which can be effective because you're confident on the hero, and it can allay some of the, a little bit of nervousness that happens. But I don't know about you, but I'll lead the way this time. Normally I get it wrong anyway, so you never know. I'm putting my money on Team Spherical, personally. I don't know about you. What do you think? Just looking at the draft,
I am
pure
gonna
draft.
agree for you for once.
I have a chance
Yeah, I
of being
just think
right.
they're just a bit too beefy. I don't know if Granny's cookies have enough to take all of them down every fight.
Yeah.
It's just going to be, as I say, a lot of sustain coming out from the Phoenix. Centaur is going to get them out of trouble if they need it. They get caught. And then just the amount of ducking and diving they can do. They can initiate whenever they want. It's going to be tough. But you never know. You never know.
Oh, I've accidentally pinned a comment. I don't know how did I do that? Unpin. These are new tricks for me. I've got channel points. People are predicting. I think the value prediction here is to predict against Spherical, because it looks very one-sided at the moment. But hey, here you go. Right, let me press the right button. Just see if we're in the right spot, and then I'll run us through the teams. Yeah, I think we're good there. Cool. Right, we're into game one. Granny's Cookies versus Team Spherical. Right, that's the wrong one. We want last hits denies, don't we? 0-0. A nice heart on the screen. Let's run through Team Spherical first. We have Moist Goblin on the Clockwork. We have Phosphorus on the Centaur Warrunner. We have Obst on Tiny. Clavicimbel on the Phoenix. And Sleepymoon on the Weaver. Brain lag. They're going to get potentially first blood here. They're charging up into the triangle. I will delay introducing Granny's Cookies until after. Cleese running for his life here. Get out of there. Little taunt action from Phosphorus, but they are not going to get anybody and run away. So let's run through Granny's Cookies. We have Cleese on Warlock, ThymeTwister on Lena, Davidonstreet on the Juggernaut, Spineapple on the Sand King. Sorry, that set confused me for a second. And Microsoft PowerPoint, one of my favourite names of the tournament actually. Microsoft PowerPoint on the Hoodwink. So I think after that initial engagement there is going to be no further action. Just 2 runes each. I do love these spherical copy pastas because they, in my little view I have of my chat, they basically take up the entire thing. So if anyone puts any message of impact, then I'm gonna miss it. But just keep spamming it. It's ideal. I love to see it.
Right. Here we go. Obs on the tiny mid against Alina.
It's currently 3-0 in CS. Okay, 3-1, 4-1, 5-1. Okay, no, I'm not going to do that.
No, keep going. Keep going.
It's an early lead for Spherical. Where is Spherical's logo gone on this little thing? That's upsetting. I think I remembered to switch everything over, but I did remember late to go to the old casting tools. Interestingly, Spherical did put the Phoenix in the safe lane with the Weaver, so they've gone sort of dual melee and dual range. I did think they would go one or the other. Tends to be a good partnership. I guess they're confident enough that they are just tanky lads in the off lane that they probably don't have to worry. Although the spin comes out and does a bit of damage onto the Clockwork, and the bonds are not to be underestimated.
I would guess as well they're not planning on getting too aggressive in this top lane. With the healing ward and the shadow word from the Warlock, it's gonna be difficult to get too much from that lane. I think just kind of secure the farm. And
Lena is very low in the mid lane. Early damage from Obst coming out from the Tiny. Not ideal. Meanwhile, Hoodwink managed to get the stun onto the Phoenix, but no follow-up at the moment.
How did that happen, mid?
I think
Just one avalanche?
I had a look up, and ThymeTwister was stood about here, which I think was too deep. But yeah, the avalanche does do a lot of damage. Oh, misses the
Fortunate.
return.
And obviously already has the bottle, so it's a huge advantage. Lena's bottle's coming out now, but
the Clockwork just running down the Warlock as well. Literally.
could be in trouble now. The jug's coming back. Dogs. Farm them up.
Mid lane,
16 gold.
So that bottle coming out has helped Lena back up to a respectable amount of HP, but difficult damage coming out from the Tiny.
And it's a good start here from Spherical. Top 3 spots going to the 3 carries.
Yeah, looks like Lena really is the one missing out the most in this mid lane at the moment. But difficult against Tiny with the stuns and just the sheer amount of damage. And that period of the laning phase with just like no HP is not ideal. Right, and now Sleepymoon will make a move onto Microsoft PowerPoint. Hoodwink does just scurry away. MSPP. You could say that. I don't know why you would, but you could. The upheaval was out there, but nobody in it when I moved over to it. There may have been someone in there to start with. Or just a little taunt. You know, I've got this. They do
Remember
know,
this spell.
does mean that they know there's no Shadow Word, so one less heal. In fact, there's no healing ward either, so as the Hoodwink gets low once again in this bot lane, and Sand King also struggling for health a touch, so needs to just be careful of the... First be careful with a bit of damage from Weaver.
Well, it's a pretty tentative start, I would say, from both teams.
Yeah. I think from casting Spherical in the past, though, we know that they come alive post-laning phase.
Yeah.
And that is when they start to press the advantage, and then they never really look back. So just gotta be careful not to get lulled into a false sense of security a bit in the lanes if they go alright. They will put the pressure on, and they definitely have the heroes to do so as well as they go onto the Hoodwink again, and that will be first blood. Microsoft PowerPoint goes down. Sand King follow-up stun. I think more to get out than to do any damage there. Meanwhile, top lane, they are going in onto the Juggernaut. The cogs are out. It's very nice. Spin is also out, although it's bugged on my screen. He seems to be walking and also spinning. Interesting little visual bug there. Indie game. So that's fine. They do get out of that one. But a bit of damage onto Juggernaut. Still no pickup of Healing Ward. I don't know at what point you pick it up because I'm not a Juggernaut player. As the stun comes back out from the center.
Tell you what, I bet he wish he added it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, gifted a tango, and now, yeah, does get a level in it. Well worth it just to survive this onslaught of damage. Especially without any points in Shadow Word yet. A second point in Fatal Bonds might have been worth just getting a quick value point.
I would guess we start to see that now come out. Well, the upheaval is really good. It's just really good.
I was just looking, my instincts about the comfort picks I think are correct because of the Juggernaut with the silver badge on Lena and silver badge on Warlock as well.
Yeah, there you go.
I've missed a kill.
That's the Sand King Death.
Sand King Death, although they've rotated Lena bot, so now Sleepymoon is in a bit of trouble. Oh, it doesn't have mana for Laguna Blade.
Oh, but
die.
the Fiery Soul, or whatever it's called, Combustion.
Good return kill then.
Low burn.
Good return kill. Sand King for Weaver, not a bad trade at all in that particular lane. Does mean the rotation of ThymeTwister, but still has the Laguna Blade because didn't need to use it. Didn't have enough mana to use it, but luckily didn't need to use it.
Well, still doesn't have enough mana to use it.
Spherical, yeah, both teams hooking up the Wisdom runes at 7 minutes. Good to see. Good to see.
It's not the quick start that the Sand King would have wanted, but
no.
it's not bad. It's about keeping up.
Yeah. And you can already see on the left as well the CS charts, just like it's already starting to get a little bit out of hand in terms of just a CS lead.
Quite a division there.
Hogs down and spin out to farm these creep camps here. But nothing doing. Clockwork did get a little low, but nothing further. Pops with a stun and toss onto the Lena, but again, no follow-up. Meanwhile, top lane, okay, the Stampede is out. They're going to try and get this Juggernaut.
Oh.
The Stampede plus the Cogs and the Battery Assault gets the Juggernaut. Davidonstreet is dead.
And as an added bonus, the Stampede gifted Obs the rune pot. Without it, he would not have made
and
it.
now
I don't
Obs
think.
makes his way top, as well as ThymeTwister, but I think it's going to be
With
too
the haste
late.
rune.
The haste rune, Cleese will perish also. And now ThymeTwister gets Moist Goblin, but could be in a world of trouble here. Stuck by the Cogs. Doesn't look like Phoenix has much available. Yeah, that looks like we'll just actually get out. Obs doesn't want it either. So
Nina nicely hidden
meanwhile,
the trees.
bottom lane, they get Sleepymoon again.
Radiant's bottom tower under fire.
That's some nice kills for Granny's cookies.
Yeah, another kill onto the Weaver is real nice as well, just to slow down Sleepymoon's farm, just for the time being. Especially as obviously the Juggernaut also went down in that previous engagement, so both carries being cost a bit of time and farm. But then I guess also from that perspective, Sleepymoon was just left by Phoenix, so perhaps could have been slightly more careful. Meanwhile, mid, a little chase down, but nothing doing. And Clockwork making their way top.
3 onto the Centaur.
Yeah, Centaur does have Stampede in 1 second. Will they?
Doesn't need it.
Need to use it.
Doesn't need it. Just walk away.
That is, yeah, that's tricky.
Centaur's interestingly still going for 3 braces, despite the recent nerf to that item. So interesting.
Still worthwhile because of the facet.
What is the facet?
The facet is the movement speed based on strength, so you don't need boots, you just get braces, and then you just... Early game is all you require. Oh, good. This Juggernaut needs to be very, very careful. The Stampede comes out, and now they're going to run after. Scotland doesn't quite trap him in the cogs, but the cogs kick gets Cleese, but Phosphorus is just out of range for the stun. But then Davidonstreet
Lionel Messi over here
walks in to the stun because it was being collapsed on from behind by Clavicimbel and Moist Goblin as well. Sleepymoon also came through the portal there. Cleese has given the old run around here.
He's just given the longest marathon run.
Oh, the hook shot's out. Level 6 on the Clockwork is nice. And now Cleese in big trouble, struggling to run through the cogs, still being chased by all 5. Ops blinks up, and Phoenix still, the POS 5, gets the kill, as is the way, as it should be.
Moist Goblin not quite good a kick on that one.
No. Even Messi has an off day, you know. Ops now onto ThymeTwister, stun up, and also the toss, and Sleepymoon will come in and collect that kill. Didn't get the kill on Cleese, but will collect Lina in the mid lane, and this is where I fear it starts to unfurl a little bit for side of Granny's cookies. Need to, yeah,
it definitely starts to feel like they're everywhere if you're on the side of Granny's cookies right now. There was 5 of them top, then 3 mid. Can't get away from them.
Indeed.
Should be a dead tower, unless
they're moving into
GC feel like they want to fight here.
Yeah, I think they do.
Got all their spells up.
Yeah, teamfight ults abound, so could be setting up for something. So we will see.
It's like if it is going to kick off, it'll be an honest 4v4.
Oh my god. Savings account opened. Sleepymoon loves that. Straight down to Lloyd's Bank. Lovely stuff. Great work.
And Jug just being given a bit of space.
Yeah, it's the game's just slowed down again a touch, just enough. Yeah, like you said, just enough for Jug to get back, and Sanking as well needs to. Sanking going straight. Is that straight for the old? It's bloody. What's it called?
Yeah, Bloodstone.
Bloodstone? No, Bloodstone.
Oh.
That's the other one. They have a spell life still.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they got Lina. The return Golem is lovely, but the egg should. Oh, the
egg takes him down. Oh, the egg came off.
Oh,
Lina
now
gets tossed back, and the avalanche gets 2.
Now the stun from Obs. I can't believe this fight is a 2v2 exchange, and Obs will just TP out. Although they will possibly get the Phoenix here with a snipe. Oh, just misses. Phoenix will walk away. I got stun locked by what I was seeing then. My brain couldn't process. Egg came off at the top of the fight. Meanwhile, the bonds, I think, and the damage from the bonds killed the Centaur, which I was very surprised by.
So I thought the Lina was hitting the egg, but I think the Lina was just hitting the Centaur.
Yeah, so in exchange, the Lina then gets stunned by the egg and goes down as a consequence. And obviously, yeah, Cleese was stood up on that high ground, just upheavaling the whole time, as you would, as you're a warlock, and eventually gets hookshot on top of. And then Clockwork dies afterwards with the follow-up. Interesting. Now Phoenix is in a bit of trouble. A couple of stuns, and yeah, the odd TP will not get out, unfortunately. Nice little kill. Nice little kill for Granny's Cookies. Those last two fights haven't been too bad. A little bit of an exchange.
Yeah, it's
some
some good team play, and oh, Centaur blink away. Very nice.
Okay. Meanwhile, though, Sleepymoon farms. Oh, Sleepymoon farms.
Yes, but
Dire's bottom tower under fire.
definitely rising above the rest in the net worth charts now.
Indeed. Oh. Yeah, so I think that shows, I guess the Granny's Cookies can still hold it out. They have the team fight spells to be able to do so. Just if the game gets too far away from them, then we could be in a bit of trouble. But and it's not like Spherical are lacking either, so could be some nice brawls coming up in this next part of the game. They will try and look for this tier 1 mid, I feel now, from the side of Spherical. Collect up that middle tower. Be nice. Lena, interesting. I saw when bots like Boots of Travel, I fear won't have too many places to TP to if the game continues in this fashion. Cleese has walked too far forward. Lovely stun from the Hoodwink. And a nice ult from Lena.
Bonds again.
The Bonds have just shredded that Centaur once again. He does get off. Oh, the egg gets off! And they're all so low on the side of Granny's Cookies. This is clean up for Sleepymoon.
Sleepymoon.
Oh, and Obs comes in as well. They are low. They've got to be careful. ThymeTwister will be left to run away.
Doing work.
The Golem is smacking them.
Sleepymoon.
Oh, it does go down 3 killing streak, but in return, triple kill for Obst.
Shield rune.
No, you gotta leave. It has to go in the bottle. You can't pick it up. You would have been reported by Obst if he'd picked it up, you know. That's got to go in his bottle. It's very important.
Obs is running low on mana.
Yeah, look, he's missing 200. He's missing 200 mana. He needed that rune, you know. He needed that rune.
Oh my goodness, the egg once again coming off with one hit left.
Yeah. And they were all
the
so
fire
low.
Spirit's getting enough of the slow out, I guess, on the attack speed.
Yeah. It was looking so good for Granny's Cookies as well, with the early Centaur kill from the Fatal Bonds. But I don't know if the bonds just expired or they didn't hit too many other heroes. They just hit Centaur plus plus
yeah,
one. I'm not sure.
I think the bond hit, but then everyone managed to get out.
Yeah.
And then they were focusing on the egg, didn't get the egg down, and then by that point the Fatal Bonds have worn off, and they can all come back in.
Yeah, I think also that they obviously got the Stampede off right before they died on Centaur, which was huge. Allowed them to, like you say, disengage, apart from the egg. I think if you're Phoenix in that position, you're thinking, my team have abandoned me. And then you manage to get the egg off, and you're like, lads, let's go. We can do this.
All of a sudden, the MVP.
And it was still quite an even fight even after that, which is crazy to think. Like, if the egg comes off normally, that's
yeah.
What did I say in the draft? If your egg goes off, it's a good fight. You win the fight, but David needs to spin away, and he does need to kill that little bug because that was about to kill him. He does manage to do so, and we'll walk away. So initiation.
Davidonstreet's out of there.
Yeah, onto the jug, but doesn't quite kill, but does force him back to base. So
yeah, choosing to run to base instead of just putting his healing ward down.
Well, obviously, once again, low on mana. You know, only has 500 in the pool. It's okay. You know, it's okay. I mean, if you're that close to base, sometimes you might as well.
Yeah, I guess.
Sanking TPing from the mid lane to the Watcher, or the Outpost, sorry.
Oh,
which was
AD on the tiny
interesting.
with a shield rune, just about.
They smoke up on Spherical. Yeah, AD rune. Popped now by Obs. Lifts up the Lena and goodbye. Moist Goblin stealing the kill. That's perfect.
You fucking layered us on.
That is the ideal. That's what you want, your supports to have the kills.
Yeah.
That's what we love to see. But it does mean Spherical now control this top side of the map as well, so they start to move in and take more and more of Juggernaut's farming area. Obviously with the vision up as well, so it's quite nice.
Yeah.
Quite nice.
So, scan coming out from Granny's cookies, so they know they're up there. Gonna set up for this tier 2 top. And I wouldn't have thought there'd be too much an opposition to this one.
No. One to probably let go. Little glyph action.
Jug slowly getting there. Slowly catching back up. Got a nice wave pushing in bot.
Yeah, go Mjolnir next. Oh no, Manta, then Mjolnir after. That's what we love to see as well. Is you got to queue up more than one item for the confidence that you're going to get there. You know, it's important.
Yeah.
I don't know when Bloodstone on Sand King arrived, but I'm assuming it was a while ago. I
don't think it was too long ago.
Okay, it's nice. Now going back for the blink, which will be necessary, I think, to try and create some chaos, especially in the back lines of Team Spherical. Try and lock down this Phoenix, maybe, or... the difficulty is that actually they probably... Team Spherical just want to jump in on you, so... little counter initiation could be nice, though, from a blink ultimate from Sand King, so... Another smoke.
He's got the vampire flanks as well, which is pretty tasty.
Another Spherical smoke. Might be able to
Who is gonna
find
get caught this
Juggernaut,
time?
or Sand King might wander up. Needs to be careful. They've sort of split up. They had a look for the old Wisdom Rune, but not there. So they know Granny's Cookies were in the area recently, but they have sensed trouble and moved to the other side of the map, and will continue to farm. They can now try and take control back of their jungle, deward a few of these bits, and continue to.
They'll lose another tier 2 for it, and they're tormented by the looks of things.
Yes. What if the creeps get the last hit on the Tormentor? Does it go to the higher side, do you think?
I don't know if the creeps can attack the Tormentor.
Can you pull creeps to your Tormentor?
That would be incredible.
Meanwhile, mid, Obs finds ThymeTwister, who's trying to push this tier 1, does get a stun off, and will walk away.
Yeah, it's good from Granny's, just to keep a little bit of counter pressure up. I'd love to push in this top tower just a tad.
Yeah, Juggernaut can now put some pressure down here.
Yeah.
They are TPing back, so Phosphorus has come back.
Oh!
Juggernaut
Not quite in time with the stun.
senses and does get out of there.
Yeah, game seems to have steadied out a bit. I mean, Spherical have taken a couple of towers, but they've not really gained their advantage too much, or increased it even.
Yeah, and I think also from Granny's Cookies' perspective with the Sand King and the Sand King and the Warlock, you can make a good stand on high ground, so you need to try and not get picked off ahead of that.
Yeah.
Ahead of that time, if you can.
Sand King wanting that blink, I think, before they fight again.
Yeah, Gleipnir on Lena as well. Yeah, it's interesting. I'd be interesting to see. I don't know what the Lena build is, but I feel these boots of travel are becoming less and less useful the more of the map you see to Spherical.
Well, I was thinking about it, but like, you still TP to creeps, right? So as long as you
Yeah,
keep
true.
your waves pushed,
Very true. That is very true.
it's all right. The thing is,
Oh, they found Juggernaut.
he gets to spin off,
Hookshot.
and he's out. There's a lot of spells used.
Yeah, a lot of spells used. If I
For not
am
much
Granny's
action.
Cookies, I'm running back up my high ground now, and eventually they do. I thought they were going to counter-initiate then, and was thinking, no, you gained so much from that. They used, Stampede, Hookshot
Yeah,
as
Stampede
well.
and Hookshot gone down.
So, 2 of the ults. I don't know, I don't think Hookshot does... Yeah, it's only like a 40-odd second cooldown, right? Oh, 60. 60 at level 1.
Oh!
Interesting. Mid lane, they find Sleepymoon. It does have a double damage. Sorry, AD rune, amplified damage. My bad.
They revealed the Lincoln Sphere. They didn't know about it already.
Indeed.
Nice pickup. Yeah, going back to the old TP boots.
Sleepymoon wants something here with the AD. Damage on the ThymeTwister does have to back out.
A lot of damage. I think it's fine. It's just if you're going to be trapped in your base, you don't need to TP anyway.
Yeah.
Even if you still can. I'm not sure how necessary it is.
I guess, you know, taking your point on the creep lane, or like being able to TP to the creeps, then that's pretty useful. Be able to push out waves even when you are trapped in your base. If you can have vision enough to see them all in one lane, then you might as well. But yeah, I am not sure.
I don't know if this is a slightly older build.
It's kind of I've had it before. Sorry, the fight's starting. Obs jumps in, stuns 2, but then
Jug and Sanking going
now
down
now the
very
egg
quickly.
is out, and ThymeTwister doesn't know which target to go for, and will ultimately perish as a result. The egg comes off. Sign of a good fight, I've heard. And now the Hoodwink is maneuverable, but not that maneuverable. Can't avoid going down, and Warlock must now stand on their high ground and
without the upheaval
and share the tier. Never got a point in Shadow Word, by the way. No wonder the bonds were doing so much damage. Now I think about it, his max bonds upheaval. Fair enough.
I mean, it is his worst spell, so I get it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I get it. Yeah, and that just seemed to me like Spherical to finally decided, right, enough is enough. Let's win a fight.
Yeah.
Let's get Roche and get this last tier 2.
Yeah.
Maybe threaten high ground if the next fight goes well for them.
Absolutely.
The jump onto the Jug and the Sand King was just perfect.
Yeah, it was a lovely double stun.
Forcing the Jug spin and therefore no Omni Slash coming out.
Yeah. And the follow-up from the Cogs as well was really nice to trap in the Lena. Lena then stuck, one of the only ones alive and in the middle of the fight, not able to prioritize a target. Wants to prioritize the egg, obviously, because if you let that go off, then you know you're stunned because you're not getting out the Cogs. That's what we talked about before, is that you have really good spells on the side of Spherical to set up for the egg. So, yeah, real nice fight from Spherical. I think Granny's Cookies won't be too upset in the sense that they didn't lose. They could have easily lost a lane of Rax for that. And they've only lost Roche.
Yeah.
But Roche might lead to losing a lane of Rax, but I think that's still preferable to...
Yeah, I think maybe it's a little early for that. They would have lost a tower, perhaps. The respawn time is still...
They are quite low, that's true.
Still low enough that it would have been a very risky Rax if they did manage it. But
yeah. Yeah. Good
Roche is going to buy them the map for the next 5 minutes at least, so...
Yeah, and now they get the shard for the Centaur. Bit of a double edge buff. It was nice. And now Arcane Rune, which looks like Sleepymoon will take. Low cooldowns, low mana costs. Yeah, I think if you're grinding his cookies now, you know you're losing this this tier 2. So time to back out. Jug does have to be very, very careful. But does have the
Yeah,
Manta and is yeah, one recipe away from Mjolnir now. So
Yeah, they just need to stay in their base.
yeah.
It's so risky to defend this tier 2, and it's not really
Yeah, now Cleese
much
gets
to gain.
caught out.
Oh,
by
nice
Hobbs.
4-star.
Oh,
The clock
lovely
to
hook
secure
shot.
it.
Lovely hook shot from my Goblin. A lot to. It is a lot to secure it, but well worth picking up a kill outside the base. Cleese just walked just a touch too far up and was spotted by Obst. Blunked on. God, can't speak. Blunk on. Blunked on? Blinked on. Blank on. I don't know. We'll workshop it.
God.
Jumped on by Obst. And yeah, stunned up
Yeah.
and dead. We'll be back alive, like you say, very quickly. But
It seems Spherical seeing Jug and immediately smoking. Jug's out of there.
yeah.
They'll get a bit of free time while Spherical hunt is Jug
Yeah.
down. He ain't there.
Time to push out the other lanes if you're Granny's Cookies now. Get some more control. If you see Tiny in the top lane, start to push out these other waves. Especially with the bots on Lena.
Mm.
Start pushing that out and then you've always got that TP back. Alright, Spherical once again controlling the map. Mostly this top side right now. Shield room for Obst. Pick it up, bottle it for the next fight. How
Yeah,
long
and that's
left
it
on the
for-
Aegis? 1 minute, 20 seconds left on Aegis. Will they try and push high ground before this, or do you think they'll wait it out, see if they can get a pick?
Looks like they're gonna try.
Dire's middle tower is being attacked.
Say
They are
that
going
that's
up.
their next
Lena's
biggest
just-
challenge is the high ground.
Gleipnir pops the Lincolns, and the shot is good from Hoodwink, but doesn't do that much damage. And now the upheaval starts.
Oh,
Tries.
and the upheaval ends.
That's 20 seconds without the upheaval. Cleese walks up quite far again, but does get away with it
Yeah,
this time.
some
They have
good
stunned the
damage
Centaur
on the
up.
tower.
They have stunned the Centaur up, but does just walk away and doesn't really care about it at the moment. Half HP. 85% win probability for Spherical right now, and that is the tier 3 down. They do get the stun out onto Sleepymoon on the Weaver, on the backline, but Cleese then gets stunned up, and it's like triple stuns. Obs wicked
Omni Slash
sick.
comes out.
Omni Slash out, but
Oh!
Goblin will force-starve himself away to tank that, but then the return
Two of them
kill
down.
from the Sand King onto
That's what
Centaur
they
as
needed.
well. Bit of
That's what they
follow-up
needed.
damage. That was that counter initiation with the blink
Yeah.
we spoke about
I think
a few minutes ago.
that's potentially the first time that Jug's used Omni Slash as well. I think because
It's the first
every other
time I
time
can-
he's just been stunned up and had to spin and then died before he could get it off.
It was good. I mean, it obviously.
Yeah.
I think Moist Goblin obviously tanked it, force-staffed themselves away. I think deliberately to to stop it spinning onto potentially the Centaur. Centaur obviously went down anyway. But,
Yeah.
but even with the kills, you don't. They can't really push out too far, especially with Obs still alive, because at any point you can get jumped.
Sleepymoon on his own.
Yeah,
Just
they do spot him.
poke and prod. Doesn't have Aegis anymore.
No, they know he is here.
Do they know he's alone?
That is a good one. It will now scare them off.
Not sure if there's much they can do, even if he is on his own. I do think that the fact that Gleipnir is stopped by Lincolns is wrong. It's an AoE. It shouldn't be
Let
stopped.
us not forget the mistakes Dire's caused
At Valve.
allowing evil into its heart.
Yeah. Severe injustice.
If we all complain, they still won't listen to us. Right, this
Oh,
tormentor.
you can understand. The game's didn't beat us.
It's true. Small indie dev team. Right, this tormentor does go
Ooh!
down, but the
Ooh, nearly. Nearly.
neutral creep kills the Phoenix, and now smoke up from Granny's Cookies will find Moist Goblin. Stunned up, they use the Centaur to try and get them out of there. And I think they
The jetpack.
did the old jetpack as well, because he just got the
Oh,
just got the shard. The shard he just received has helped save his life.
oh. And the hook shot out onto
Great.
his very low health carry.
Some great timing there for the Clockwork to survive that in that fight.
That's a real feels bad for the grannies.
Yeah, do get the Stampede and obviously the hook shot, but as we said before, that doesn't have the longest cooldown. I'm not even sure. Yeah, 95 seconds, but with the map control Spherical have, they can basically pick and choose when they want to fight anyway, so they will be waiting for that. Yeah, so have allowed Granny's Cookies come out and farm a touch more. They are now 19k behind. I saw that last
Big job in
fight
trouble.
was a 2k swing, and this might be another. Oh, the hook shot onto the.
Dodges the hook shot.
Oh, the tree smacks him, but then the
the Omni
Slash
Slash
is
out.
out, and the
Takes
tiny
one with him.
the tiny runs away from his Clockwork. Says, "Nah, you can have that, Chief. See you later." And they do get the Juggernaut. It is a good trade, but did the Clockwork have to die? Maybe, because I think even so it might have just switched back to him anyway, but never mind.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't know if that's so bad for the Jug there. It's a fairly even trade for them.
Yeah. The only thing is now the buyback might be forced, which could be worse than missing out the kill. As the Stampede comes on, the double blink up onto the
it's a
Sand King,
lovely
and
golem.
that is Sand King down, buys back immediately. This golem is doing
Lina?
huge damage.
The upheaval slowing them both up.
Upheaval,
stuck.
golem, bonds, high ground
Very nice.
defense. I mean, the Sand King might not have even needed to buy back there, to be honest.
No, well, it's not. He definitely didn't.
In
Not needed.
hindsight, but it is 2020 after all. What am I saying? It's 2024. But yeah, 2 down, and Obst is dead for a while. That was an 8 kill streak as well. And of course, it went to Cleese, who actually did work in that fight, so deserved it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's not. I don't think you would optimally, if you're any other member of Granny's Cookies other than Cleese, you're probably thinking, I wish I could have got that one, but no, step aside. The bold move now is to use that money to get like Ags or something, or Refresher.
Well, Refresher. I was like, if I'm on Granny's, I want Cleese to have it, so we can do that twice.
And we can just hold high ground with the golems.
Yeah.
The difficulty now is that you still haven't managed to push out too far, and you don't have golem now if they decide to push up again. So, game is very hard at the moment, but only 81% win probability. It's been higher, so the right direction. Now only a 17k advantage as well. God, it's been 37, well, nearly 38 minutes. It's flown by. Bloody hell.
I think Spherical have done everything that's been asked of them in this game. But they've come up against the biggest obstacle of all, which is these tiny little steps.
I tell you what, they're about to get it spot on with Roche. They literally. Wait, did he not see? Oh, he did. Okay. He started walking away. I was like,
turning his back on that.
That was genuinely on the money for when it respawned.
Incredible.
How'd you do that? It's crazy. Fair enough.
Just a lovely inner clock. Great sense of timing. Or someone just pinged it earlier on.
So, Where are we now? Yeah, they'll retreat back to base. This Aegis will be a look to high ground, you would think, this time. But the Golem is up, which means it can
All the
happen
spells are available.
again. It means it can happen again. Who took the Aegis from the Sleepymoon? Yes, it is. They do the same jump in again. The double stun on to the Lina this time. Does go down, has no buyback. Counter initiation from the Sand King and the Juggernaut as the egg is in the middle and no one targeting it. Sleepymoon gets off the time lapse and heals up. Obs needs to run away. There's damage from this Bonds and Davidonstreet is prioritizing that target. Meanwhile, on the other side, Sand King goes down, so that is a dieback. And Obs has managed to dodge out.
Oh, the Satanic.
And now the support
Sleepymoon just clearing up on the back lines.
Yeah, Granny's Cookie supports need to be careful. Although Jug with the Swift Slash needs to be careful. Damage out from the Warlock as well. And now that upheaval comes back in, that will be Aegis, so they will have to deal with a second life. Missing only Clockwork and Centaur on about half HP. No buyback for Lina, and obviously a dieback on the Sand King, technically, given his buyback from the last fight.
Glyph
Now
comes out.
Obst jumps in, and you would think,
oh, it's a nice glimmer.
You would think wrong. You would think that the
Phoenix down.
Oh, and the shot just misses on the back of Obst. Phoenix down. They do lose the tower in the end, but that's not a bad fight again for Granny's Cookies. When they go toe-to-toe, they don't do badly. They're just losing objectives.
That whole fight as well was without Lina, essentially.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of their damage.
Lost Lina right at the start. Sand King did manage to get everything off before also following into the grave, but yeah, no, like I say, it was a good fight even without the Lina damage. Because the bonds still do work even without Lina plinking away at people. So
yeah.
But I think the other thing is you're just losing objectives. Like you only lost 2 towers, I know, but it's a slow.
Yeah.
Slow opening. And now they'll try. I think they'll try and force this again. From Spherical.
It's tricky because the advantage is still going out away from them.
Yeah.
So this next fight is going to be harder than the last fight still.
Yeah, a Sleepymoon comes in and we'll just prioritize the Rax. So Gleipnir pops the Lincolns, misses the stun on the Lina. But this Rax looks like it will go down. Does eventually get rooted. No, but we'll just come back up and take the lane of Rax. Although the damage onto this, but and it's a lovely Sand King ult and stun on the back lines. But now it's stunned and silenced and will go down. That is a dieback once again. This Jug ult is nice, but it's just going to leave David out in the middle of nowhere with no support from his team. Does go down.
Buyback on the Jug.
The International just followed.
I just get jump scared by my Twitch alerts that I forgot I had on midway through the fight. God, that scared the shit out of me. The fight continues. Davidonstreet does now have buyback, and they do still have the Lina damage. And the Bonds and the Warlock Golems are up again. Obs jumps back in, damage onto Microsoft PowerPoint, who will then root himself and now scurry away back to base. Just about. This lane of Rax will go, and meanwhile, bottom lane, Centaur was pushing and did some serious damage onto that tier 3 tower as well. So the game is becoming more and more difficult for Granny's Cookies now.
The Lotus Orb pickup on the Clockwork is doing work. It's so good. The amount of Gleipnirs that get reflected,
This is
which I still think is wrong.
Sleepymoon is just taking this base.
Yeah. It's Megas. That's Megas. And the hill.
And now
Grannies have to
Blinken
become a mountain.
from Phosphorus on this Centaur gets a Sand King silenced up. Now the follow-up stun from Tiny pops him completely. Still no buyback on the Sand King. Hook shot in this time, doesn't land, but they do get Cleese. Cleese who gets the 4-staffed away.
Oh, and Sleepymoon just hitting like a flipping truck. Not taking any damage apparently.
Meanwhile, the Centaur prioritizing the objective, focusing on those tier 4 towers. Now does get stunned out, get healed by the Phoenix, but this will take a lot of damage on the Centaur.
The Ancient's exposed.
Phoenix also low, but yeah, Lina stepped too far up. They break on the get the break on the Tiny. Nice Swift Slash on to the Phoenix to get that kill, but Moist Goblin will once again tank the majority of the Omni Slash and will probably get away. Sleepymoon now chases Davidonstreet, who is running what we would say is the wrong direction, but he has nowhere else to go and will now perish. Does have buyback and will probably need to use it if they have any chance of defending the Ancient, which is now exposed.
Here it comes.
ThymeTwister, all the buybacks, the one last stand for Granny's Cookies. Lovely stun by the Sand King with the ult as well, but Phosphorus is just laughing off the damage. Sleepymoon does eventually go down. So that is huge, actually. Technically a hold. 35k lead now on the side of Spherical.
Kill streak onto the jug.
Oh, that is nice.
1,000 gold.
And
That pays for your buyback.
Sand King's managed to find Clockwork as well, but I don't know if they'll be able to get him. I think he'll just walk away until he has enough mana to hookshot. Oh no, he uses the cogs instead. But yeah, we'll just walk away. Throne exposed. We'll obviously regen over time, but significant damage taken.
It's a valiant defense.
I felt like it was an early time lapse. I think it was an early time. Felt like it was an early time lapse from the Weaver, which then got hooked to the tree. Got hooked to the tree. Right after by the Hoodwink, which was a very nice stun. Locked them down and had enough damage in the end. Yeah, this is against Megas. It's going to be a tough ask now for Granny's Cookies. 33k advantage.
It is.
But they have held for a solid 3/4 of an hour so far. How much further can they go, if any? How you say that kill streak onto the jug is real nice with the...
Yeah, it's exactly who you want it on.
I thought you wanted it on Cleese.
Yeah.
He's going Greaves. He's going Greaves.
Yeah, he's not going for his refresher,
he's not
so
going refresher.
he doesn't get it. Yeah, a valiant defense, but I think the writing's on the wall here.
Yeah, 98% win probability at the moment. And even just looking across at the items, the Weaver is, you know, 6-slotted, tiny, 6-slotted, Centaur, almost. So, as I... Where did that...
Right?
Oh,
He tried to solo the Tormentor.
I see. Interesting.
Okay. This is a touch throwy.
Yeah, and now I think
The jug's
Granny's
in.
Cookies have identified this is a good time to fight without Sleepymoon. Although, now the damage coming out from this Centaur and Tiny combo, the double blink in is just doing absolute work. And now Davidonstreet has used both of his...
Managed to get the healing ward out in time, so he's healing back up.
Oh, yeah, the healing ward does work again. Moist Goblin dies. That's 3 down for Spherical. They need to TP back. The throne is getting got. But luckily Lena and Jug are there. Yeah. So a 3k gold swing, which in the grand scheme of things at the moment isn't huge.
It's the right direction.
But it is the right direction. It's the only direction you want to be going right now. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not...
Shame they didn't get the money for the Weaver kill.
Yeah. The death of the Tormentor.
Yeah, worrying that it was a big Omni Slash. That didn't seem to do any damage. But it didn't quite have the backup of his team yet, so...
Yeah. The Spherical really do love this double blink in. Centaur followed up by Tiny. It does a lot of burst damage, but the tankier that, say, the Jug and the Sand King are getting, the harder it is for them to burst them down quick enough to...
yeah, and you see in that last fight, even the Jug managed to survive the onslaught.
Yeah.
Got his healing ward down and managed to live through the fight.
Obs has found
they've
ThymeTwister.
found the Lena.
This is
They
real,
won't help.
real bad, and no buyback for Lena.
Who
Doesn't have
had
the cash.
the Divine, which now goes onto the Tiny.
Oh no.
Maybe that's where some of the damage came from.
This is, yeah, not what you wanted to see for Granny's Cookies. The sort of Hail Mary play that you need when you're this far behind, but now, with that damage on Tiny, be very difficult. And no buyback on Lena, obviously expending the gold to get that item in the first place.
Nice dodge of the hook shot.
And now Ob's
You
just...
can't dodge the blink stun of the tiny.
And the hit there was huge. Just a lovely double stun by the Sand King with the ult, but it just gets 3-shot. Phosphorus ends up with a double kill. I'm not sure how. Tiny just absolutely cleaned them up. And
Tiny doing
is the game.
900 damage per hit. It's a bit much to deal with.
Take game 1. This 2-game group stage series with a pretty convincing in the end victory, but it was a valiant effort from Granny's Cookies to hold for that long. Hail Mary unfortunately just not working out. So there we are. I'll have a look at the scoreboard briefly. Do you have a recommendation for MVP?
I'm gonna go and give it to the Phoenix for just getting off some nice eggs.
Yeah, no.
I think it didn't do too much in the later on in the game, but those couple of eggs that just snuck through really made a massive difference in getting them to where they needed to be.
Yeah.
So
and the grass.
good job to have a symbol.
Yeah, the grass were unfortunately just going in one direction there. But alas, there we are. Right, that is game 1 in the books. I think we have a lobby for game 2 already, but we're going to take a quick break just so I can get some water. But yeah, we will be back in a couple minutes' time. See you in a mo. Hello, we are back.
Hello.
It's Granny's Cookies versus Team Spherical. Spherical are 1-0 up in this first of a 2-game series. How do you feel about game 1, and what do you think that will change, if anything, for game 2? If you're Granny's Cookies, do you think where do you go from here? Because it seemed to me that you had a lot of comfort picks for Grannies.
Yeah. I think if you're Grannies, you just got to take the positives from the last game of their team fight when they're ready for it was incredible.
Yeah.
So if they can take the fight to Spherical a bit more, then I think they'll do a lot better.
Yeah.
But Spherical just showing how comfortable they are, I guess. It's gonna be tough either way.
Yeah. No, completely agree. I think we saw what we expected from Spherical as well, which was to have that strong laning phase and then just start to snowball. It took probably a little longer than they usually do, which is again is credit to the early fighting potential of some of the heroes on Granny's Cookie side, the Sand King managing to get some good counter initiations in fights and stuff, and the Warlock as well. But it did seem to run away a little bit after that. But yeah, once they got to high ground, they could have, I think for some key parts of the game, the death on that Lina, not just at the end with the, but the death in the fight where they still managed to hold, but they lost the tower and they lost Lina. They didn't have the Lina damage for that entire fight, and if you think Lina's just a bit further back, isn't stood up at the front and gets caught out by the double blink.
Yeah, that's it.
I think that's it's not. There's
a very different fight.
Yeah,
sure.
And it's definitely there's no blame to be had in any regard. It's more sometimes you're literally walking up to clear the wave, right, and then waddle back. But with this double blink lineup that they have on Spherical, they are very good at just picking that target. And if that target is, for example, the Sand King or the Juggernaut towards the end was able to survive, but Lina never was able to survive. So, just if you want a turning point in the late game, that was it really, wasn't it? The death of that Lina then. No buyback at any point either. So, pretty difficult. But it was a fun game all the same. Some good fun heroes as well. I love team fighting, so I love to see it. I think we have everybody in the lobby. We're just waiting. I think there was a lot of breaks going on, so we will see what everybody is up to. I'm assuming Dave is managing the predictions because I saw they got paid out, so I'm hoping that that was all above board. So yeah, we will see. These are all new features for the channel. There should be free emotes as well that you can put in the chat. I have alerts, which literally that follow scared the shit out of me because it said beans really loudly in my ear, which was ideal. And literally jump scared me right in the middle of the fight, which I was not anticipating. So yeah, enjoy. Well, I'm sure it was fine.
She made fucking beans.
There we go. I've just been
Kyle Butters just followed.
I've just been beansed again. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. And with that, it is much appreciated. Beans. Let's get into the draft because we have a draft. I mean, to be fair, normally I don't get jump scared by beans. I love beans. As you can tell, my channel points are beans. You're betting your beans right now. And not like Jack and the Beanstalk beans, like, baked. The real shit. The real shit. Okay, right. We have the same respect bands for Obst in... Well, you didn't like that hard cut, Mark? Straight to business.
back from the bean chat.
Straight from beans into the draft, it's a nice hard cut. Okay. Obst bans again. And POS 5 bans from Spherical. Not a lot has changed between the two games here in terms of the bans. I think all of them are pretty consistent, apart from the tiny, which obviously wasn't banned last time, was taken and used to quite lethal effect. So, let's see. So, these two teams are in Group 1, which I think is the group that has the extra team. So, I do wonder if usually Spherical would perhaps pick something a little more memey here, but they may want to get a nice 2-0 if they can, of course, to help them in that group table. As I'm not really sure how the format works, I'll be honest, so we'll see. But obviously winning games is greater than losing games, and that is your wisdom for this draft. Another point of wisdom.
Terrific insight.
You are welcome. Namaste. Okay. Shadow Demon for Spherical. Here we go. This is a hero.
Yeah, Granny's Cookies taking up Clockwork.
Yeah. It was pretty lethal in the last game. It was nice.
Just beat them, so...
I should really be like a Dota 2 fortune cookie writer, really, shouldn't I? Okay.
You win games. Good.
Okay.
A lot of the same bands.
10 seconds remaining.
I think, are they exclusively the same bands?
Pretty much, apart from Tiny. I think it is literally the same.
Oh, yeah.
So Clockwork's got through. Shadow Demon taken by Spherical. I think Shadow Demon might have been banned in place of Tiny last time. And now Shadow Demon is through, so Spherical take it. Wyvern, it is all support bans.
They did not enjoy playing against the Tiny in the last game.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Make him play something else.
They take the Centaur again, though. Shadow Demon Centaur, that is already a nice little offlane combo. Quite a lot of damage, obviously set up for the stun as well. Very easy to execute. So already a good start.
10 seconds remaining.
This is a non-biased cast, so these are distinct fortune cookies and not made by Granny. Just to answer your question. So just to alleviate any fears that this is a biased cast, this is a GFG non-biased cast.
Are you telling me that these cookies are made by Grandad? And not Granny?
They could be, which ultimately I think is worse. But is this lore? Is this how lore is created? I think this is, isn't it? Someone just says something and then everyone's like, yeah. Okay. Right, where were we? Oh, they're still taking ages to pick. Come on, take your second hero. They can't decide. Eating into their reserve time a touch, whereas, again, Spherical have know what they're doing at the moment. Venge is nice, probably one of the supports remaining. Lots of them banned out, so...
Venge is very nice. Another aura for hopefully a tanky boy.
10 seconds remaining.
Yes. Yeah, so you think probably...
5
Would you put
seconds
Venge 4,
remaining.
Clockwork 5? Or other way round? I mean, Spherical ran at Clockwork... I can't speak! Clockwork 4, didn't they?
Now,
They put Phoenix 5
got a
in
mouthful
the
of
end.
beans over here.
Yeah, she's got too many beans. Everyone's quoting my wisdoms. I noticed, Dave, you put Scottish Sun Tzu's Dotes, but didn't go for the Shard of War. So, there you go. Night Stalker. I
Night Stalker's
dislike
good.
this hero, insofar as that when I play against it, I dislike it. But this is yeah, that is a good.
10 seconds
It's very nice.
remaining. 5
Yeah, obviously
seconds
the
remaining.
Shard of War can go with my best-selling novel, The Shard of the Deal. So, you know, coming to all good bookstores near you. Spherical now eating into reserve time. I didn't see the Night Stalker coming, to be honest, but if it's I don't think who the offlaner is. It's Spineapple, isn't it? So might be something that they enjoy. You would think then Venge 4, you'd like to try and pair the melee and the ranged off if you can, but it doesn't have to. Because you don't necessarily want to force yourself into a ranged carry if you're not happy with those. And the beef continues. CK picked up to follow up the Centaur, so these are some tanky lads on the side of Spherical. It's going to be difficult to break down.
Seconds remaining.
Spherical out there making burgers instead of cookies.
Oh god, this game sucks.
This is like something out of a nightmare.
Yeah, Dark Willow. I don't like this hero again for the same reasons as Night Stalker.
10 seconds remaining.
But it is quite a good 4/5.
5 seconds remaining.
And the spells are just ridiculous. The fear and the invulnerability. Why can the hero make it so invulnerable? I don't know, but it just does. It just does it, and it's annoying. Irritating. Ember Spirit. Okay, wait, they're cooking. They are cooking some cookies. Mid or safe lane Ember, do you think? Or does it not really have a bit of flexibility in your draft there?
I would have thought mid.
Seconds remaining.
Yeah.
Probably needs to level a bit more,
5
but
seconds remaining.
see what they come out with their last pick. I'm just thinking, is there any other ability in Dota where you're invulnerable? I suppose Slarko, isn't it? Where you're invulnerable and can attack and can move. Slarko is.
I thought you were going to say, is there an ability in the game that makes you makes you invulnerable and is as irritating as that one? Because I'm not convinced there is a more irritating ability in the game.
No,
Personally,
definitely not.
There's stuff that is broken for sure, but like Dark Willow spells are just irritating.
Seconds remaining.
So Granny's Cookies have that to look forward to, as do we in the cast, of course. So Spherical look to be banning, safe lane carries by the looks of it. So they have the same read as you, that it's Ember Spirit mid. Meanwhile, you would say that Obst is missing the hero at the moment.
Unless it's Dark Willow mid.
Is that a thing?
10 seconds remaining.
Oh god, is that really a thing? Oh no. I don't
Probably
like
not, but
I don't
you can
like
do anything
that.
with Dark Willow, can't you?
Can you? Oh god. Right. Well, brace
Do
yourselves.
you really want to?
Brace.
I haven't seen it in a bit of a while, so
Viper ban. I'll tell you what, they banned out last time. That's an obst hero. Mid is Earth Spirit that has not been banned this time.
5 seconds remaining.
Hmm.
So it depends if they
Yes, more beef.
want more beef basically. But with like Shadow Demon, Dark Willow, like spells behind, you sort of just get run at by the Centaur, ult. Chaos Knight pull back, Earth Spirit roll,
Lifestealer.
kick back, repositioning. Lifestealer.
I like the Lifestealer pick. That is
Hmm.
one way to deal with the beef.
Yeah, also can hop in Clockwork,
Yeah,
hook shot,
yeah, that's
burst
nice.
out.
Not too bad in Night
Damage.
Stalker either.
Yeah, true.
5
When bro's running.
remaining.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's see where Spherical go for their last pick. I believe it is Obst hero remaining. So we'll see.
What is a good hero into Ember? I don't even know what's a good hero, to be honest.
I think. I mean, they were saying it in the first game. Another obst pickup is Omni Knight, something like that too. But not sure how great that is here. Unless they went something like completely rogue, like mid-sniper or something. But I think you just get jumped on too much by the rest of the heroes. Especially by Ember.
that would be rough into Ember.
Yeah, Viper is a good ban actually. It would be boring. I mean, Razor.
Try the old
still damage.
patented Ogre mid.
Yeah. Well, that died as quickly as it rose, didn't it? That was a good like week. Doom.
Doom.
Okay. Nice.
A good pickup. There's some good Doom targets. I mean,
yeah, mid Ember, safe lane lifestealer as expected. Mid Doom.
Doom's a good target on anyone,
nice.
really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's.
Ah, interesting. Doom mid. Whoa, they are beefy on the side of Spherical. I'll give them that. Obviously, lifestealer to deal with the beef. I'll let you lead us off this time. Who do you think is going to win game 2?
Oh, I think this one will be closer, but I think Spherical will edge it out again. The amount of
5 seconds remaining.
again, it's just pick tanky heroes and run at them is the game strat, and now they've got a Dark Willow and a Shadow Demon to save anyone who's in trouble.
Yeah.
Granny's Cookies have a bit more to deal with it. Like the Lifestealer is a better pickup. The Ember Spirit is a bit more mobile than the Lena was. Everything's just a little bit better, I think. So I think it will be a lot closer. But
Yeah.
I think Spherical will still take it down.
Yeah. No, I find it hard to disagree. I really like the mid Doom, to be honest. I think that's a great pick. As you say, the Doom is just great in this scenario, especially on the Ember as well. So yeah, no, I think Spherical. I'd love to see Granny's Cookies take it though. So hopefully we get a good game. That's what we want. We want a good, nice, even game. If I had channel points, I would be predicting, but I actually can't predict on my own channel, which I think is a crime. I should be able to. I should be able to get involved. I do have infinite points apparently though, so that
Infinite points. Well, that seems unfair.
It does. But then someone could win quite a lot of points off of me if I voted for Granny's Cookies right now. But there we are. Right. Let's get into the game. That's the right one. And we need to put on the old assisted cam. And we're ready to go. So, game 1. Spherical are 1-0 up after that game. And now we are right into game number 2 between Granny's Cookies and Team Spherical.
Just what I was waiting for.
And we'll lead off with Granny's Cookies on the Radiant side this time. Cleese is playing Clockwork. Davidonstreet is playing Lifestealer. ThymeTwister, Ember Spirit. Spineapple on the Night Stalker. And Microsoft PowerPoint on Vengeful Spirit. Meanwhile, moving south into the enemy jungle, Moist Goblin for Spherical is playing the Shadow Demon. Sleepymoon on the CK. Phosphorus is on the Centaur, Obst on the mid Doom, and Clavicimbel on the Dark Willow. And it looks like early engage is about to happen. As the smoke breaks and ThymeTwister gets immediately doomed, and the stun follow-up will be there. It does miss, but they do still get the damage out, and I think a few blood grenades have been thrown, so the damage will be there. They'll try and get a return kill, potentially onto this Centaur, but it might just be Davidonstreet who goes down instead. It's just that no one is running away. Everyone is just man fighting in this fight. Now it looks like it might be even free. Oh no, the slow from the... Oh, it could still be free. Microsoft PowerPoint very, very low. Oh, and gets rooted by the Dark Willow. And that is already 3-1 at the start of the game. Not the start that Granny's Cookies were looking for in this particular game. Unfortunate start. I thought the clock did really well to get out of there. It was helped out by the Night Stalker, but unfortunately, yeah, Venge does go down in the end. So, Not a great start as they make their way to lane, especially losing Lifestealer as well at the beginning. And Ember.
Yeah.
Not the ideal start.
Not the ideal start. No.
Right. Let's see how these lanes settle down.
Yeah, I think Ember should do a bit better. I would guess it's a more favourable matchup into the zoo.
Yeah, I think you'd hope so.
No one's actually picked up the bounty rune top
Oh.
on either of them.
Oh, interesting.
Uh,
They do gain value over time, right? So, a little
Yeah, I guess.
little savings account opened. HSBC this time.
I guess.
Other banks are available. A bit of damage being exchanged top lane as well. Night Stalker and CK giving it all the spells, and typically I miss the kill bot lane on the Davidonstreet, who I'm not really sure how that's happened. Disruption, stomp, the combo that they failed to land in this engage at the start.
They've got it dialed in now.
Yeah.
They've got it dialed in.
Davidonstreet back. Most
round.
Goblin does need to be careful because Clockwork could get the stun trap out, and if Davidonstreet can get involved there, although the kick, not quite the Lionel Messi kick at the moment, kicks across, so it goes the wrong way. It doesn't stun Moist Goblin quite how I think they were intending.
We're talking more of like a Robert Green.
Well, something I've seen for
Any bad footballers?
something more akin to what I've seen at Reading FC.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know. Yeah, this bit Doom taking a bit of damage from the Ember because I think that's just the attritional damage of.
Yeah, well, he had an extra rune for his parcel.
Now big
Lot of
damage
damage
onto
coming
the
out.
Doom. Yeah, stick goes out. But yeah, might be a tricky lane for Obs, but once those rotations start, you'd think that's when they'll start to get something.
Say
moving.
that. Still just about even in terms of farm.
Yeah.
He's not losing any last hits for it.
They stun up Cleese in the bot lane, but he will just cogs and battery assault his way out
He'll
of there.
run away.
Good escape at the moment. Still 4-1 then after that early engagement. But not much.
And Ember managing to pick up both runes, which is nice.
Yeah.
Him not going twaddle.
Yeah. Just prioritising that boots Midas. That'll
Yeah.
accelerate the farm nicely.
Look at the damage coming out. Dudes.
Meanwhile,
He's
top
gone
lane,
for the old.
Dark
oh,
Willow
yeah.
being chased down a little bit, but nothing doing. As they run down Microsoft PowerPoint in this top lane, and now Spineapple takes a bit of damage as well. Stun from the CK is out, and now the trap from Dark Willow, which, even though they walk.
Dead. Night Stalker nearly getting.
Yeah, but those get
getting
away,
blocked.
and now Cleese can turn. Cleese came through the portal, and now can turn.
Bench needs to be careful though.
Yeah, Sleepymoon could just give a kill
Sleepymoon's
to
still
Sleepymoon.
there.
Oh, a little dodging through the trees. Cogs out, saves
Very nice.
the Venge. Another kick misses. unfortunate. It was close. But good from the Night Stalker to get out of there. Avoids giving away another kill. But just unfortunate that the movement through the portal from Cleese doesn't result in a kill. It would have been nice to get that early rotation and yeah, get another kill on the board, but not to be. Obst gets Doom.
Yes,
So,
I
level
think
6,
we've reached the point with Obs where he could just sit in the lane, soak up the damage, and then heal back up.
Yeah.
Because he's got, what, 7 health regen?
He's also got the cloak aura from
Yes.
the creep, so he's got magic resistance.
It's ample. Ample. Everyone making their way back to their own lanes again.
Yeah. D-ward action from Moist Goblin, who will also pick up the Clockwork's Courier.
Oh,
So
that's worked out.
that's a very nice double kill of sorts for the Shadow Demon.
And looking at the last hit denies, it's a similar story to the last game, unfortunately.
Indeed. And Sleepymoon already level 6 on Centaur as well, versus 4 on the Night Stalker, and even going to bot lane, Davidonstreet is only level 5 at the moment, although they will turn on to Phosphorus now on the Centaur. Cleese with nice body blocks, but yeah, the damage just isn't really there from the Lifestealer at this point in the game.
Not enough.
And now comes in, yeah, a little bit of damage exchange, but nothing doing really between the two sides in this lane at the moment.
Yeah, Lifestealer kind of needs level 6 before he starts.
We go on to Phosphorus again. Stun comes out. Now we have the Disruption as well. So Clockwork Illusion's chasing him down. Cleese will just sort of dodge through the trees, and now Moist Goblin's walked a tiny bit too far up. David has a look, can't quite get any damage out. Yeah, mid lane is just damage exchanged with nothing doing. Cleese now gets stunned up and double.
Oh, Night Stalker top lane. It's getting gone on. The stun's going to come out. Can he run away?
And they use the Centaur ult down bottom to pick up Cleese as well. I was trying to watch both fights at the same time there. Cleese and Davidonstreet tried to make a play, I think, onto the Shadow Demon, but the Centaur ult Stampede coming out helps both lanes out at the same time. 6-1 lead with a 4k advantage already for Spherical.
Rough.
It's a strong start. And Granny's Cookie's already a little on the back foot just from those early deaths. Spineapple now soaking up some XP solo in that lane under the tower, which is nice. Gets level 5, so it starts to catch up. Meanwhile, bot lane, Davidonstreet looks like they've set up onto the Shadow Demon, who disrupts themselves, but will go down with the stun and the damage from Davidonstreet. So that is a kill in return. Very nice from Granny's Cookies. Yeah, mid lane they just both cast their spells and then run at each other. and then ThymeTwister eventually remnants away, but it's getting quite low, but pressure on this mid tower
coming. He's got a ball.
Looks like Doom.
Oh, and he's got the remnant, so just pop back.
Stacks been made in the jungle, so I wonder if Doom on their way to have a look at those. Maybe not, just growing up some vision. They see Dark Willow roaming around and just placing a ward under their ward, so should get a little cheeky D ward on that in a moment. And meanwhile, looks like the Dark Willow rotates into this middle lane. Ember goes the wrong way for the rune and will be caught by the roots from Dark Willow, but we're all just remnant away, so nothing doing at the moment. Meanwhile, bot lane, they continue to brawl. Cleese and David chasing down the Centaur. But a Sleepymoon has come through the portal again, a textbook maneuver, and now Davidonstreet is in big trouble. Getting run over, hops inside Cleese, but it doesn't look like Cleese is long for the world either. Needs a well-timed cogs, but still on cooldown at the moment. Might try and go back through the portal themselves, and it looks to be out there. Looks to be out there. They brought down the Ember as well, but I don't know if they can really fight this. Clavicimbel round the back, but identified as a target by David, hops back out of Cleese. Damage onto Ember. A huge stun from the Centaur gets the Ember, brings him down.
Bursted down.
And now Disruption secures a kill, the counter kill onto the Dark Willow. But it is also a mid lane trade with this AD. Obst shreds the tower. Mid lane tower and your mid for a support. Not ideal trade.
Yeah, Spherical will be happy with that.
And crucially, it was 4v5. Doom not present.
Yep.
So enough damage being done, even without.
And
Spineapple will try and go onto Moist Goblin here with the darkness brought out, but now Phosphorus with a counter stun out the disruption. Spineapple is being hit by his own illusions. Swaps Spineapple up almost to the high ground. Will then fly away. That darkness, that vision. But yeah, nothing doing at the moment.
yeah, Doom is getting a bit scary. He's got his Midas and his Devour going.
Bot lane. There's constantly action in this bot lane. I reckon Davidonstreet would like a little less action in his lane, to be perfectly honest. But I don't think he's got much choice at this present time. Yeah, there you go. TP's to the top lane.
Well, he can
out
leave.
of there.
That's what he can do. Go elsewhere. And there's some lads coming through the portal.
Oh,
They're gonna find
Cleese
Clockwork.
walks straight into them, but it does trap Clavicimbel up. It's a very nice
Yes.
trap. Nearly pulled out the clogs, but the slaps from Sleepymoon will bring them down. They do have Spineapple up. ThymeTwister is also here. The Centaur ult comes out, and CK uses their ult as well. Spineapple now getting slapped up by the CKs. Nice swap to save. But do they have the damage to kill? They have enough to kill Clavicimbel, but can they really kill Sleepymoon?
4v1 here.
Do they even know which one it really is?
I don't think they do.
As I get beansed again by another follow. Thank you very much for the follow. The chase, they're getting chased down. Microsoft PowerPoint does get the kill in the end. 4 times kill streak.
Down.
And they also TP in Cleese. Cleese is back alive, and now Phosphorus is in big trouble. Silenced up by the Night Stalker, disrupted, and I think eventually will go down. And Shadow Demon will just
managing
TP out.
Get the TP off.
Good fight for Grannies. Good
That's
fight.
great for Grannies. It was a classic kind of 1-by-1 walk in from Spherical. It took him a long time to take each one of them down.
They're going to find Obst. Does have the Doom up. And Blink.
Yeah.
So we'll escape. We'll escape.
Yeah, but if you just going in 1v4 or 5, then eventually you'll get got. Your team can't get in there in time.
Very nice gold swing as well. So much needed gold. Still 5k lead for Spherical. Still very much in control. But don't quite have the map control that they might like just yet. Obviously Doom being forced out of the enemy jungle by the heroes of Grannies. Yeah, that fight as well, they were also only 4, right? Because Davidonstreet was farming up in the top lane, so not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad considering your lifestealer is farming and is going on their way to Radiance at the moment. Graph is unfortunately only going in one direction at the moment, but we'll see if Grannies can recover. Say Spherical push this bottom lane as well.
Ember has managed to get above one of the carries of Spherical.
Yeah, he's got a nice ancient stack here. Just helping out with that as well. There's bot tower taken by the Centaur. And now they TP top lane in en masse. As
They don't want to trade towers.
By this irritating
for free.
route. And now they Centaur. The Doom is out onto the Night Stalker as well. So a couple of ults committed.
He's forced to run away.
Lifestealer hops inside the Night Stalker, and there's a lovely cogs trap from Cleese actually to stop them from chasing them down. Sleepymoon wants to get Microsoft PowerPoint, but I don't think they'll get it until he walks into the Dark Willow. 27 HP. 24. Even lower than I saw.
Oh my goodness.
They got Sleepymoon?
He was toggling his armlet, so maybe he just missed time
Ember
one.
Spirit with Ember Spirit with the kill.
Managed to catch him out. That's great.
That is a great kill for Granny's Cookies at the moment.
He managed to dodge everything, get everyone out, and then sneak in a kill on the carry.
Moist Goblin in a bit of trouble here. They know he is here, but he's juking through the trees. Real nice. The creep. Oh, it was his own creep. Stop. And now should make it to the portal, although it gets stunned up, disrupted. Will they get silence? Oh, it does have to now run. Cancels the portal. Looks like will go down eventually. Taking their time. Cast drums? Cast drums for that. Worth. Microsoft PowerPoint with the drums. Fair enough. Fair enough. Got to get this kill secured, you know, it's important. They're now even on kills. It's happened, but they are 6k down. And most of that advantage is on Obst.
And now they're feeling themselves. They're going in on the Dark Willow here.
Yeah, that is nice.
Yeah, another one.
Great kill. Great.
This is exactly what we were saying before the game as well. They can start taking the fight to Spherical, then it's going to go a lot better for them.
Yeah. And like I said, the most of Spherical's lead is on Obst, so relies a lot on them getting involved in the fights as well. Obviously with Doom on such a high cooldown, doesn't mean they'll always be there.
I mean, it is a bit of a worry as he is doing Doom things and getting quite far ahead. Doom's back off cooldown, so they might look to make a play with that now.
Yeah. No, Ember as well, having the impact that you would want as well, especially this early in the game, can often be utilised as a hero that doesn't do much until later on. But
I mean, picking up the kill on the Chaos side sure goes a long way.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Second in net worth, but yeah, still significantly behind Obst. Cleese will find Obst here. They will see each other. Just slow them down with the rocket flare, but I don't think they have the follow-up. They do have 3 behind, but I don't think they'll catch up quickly enough to lock them down. Obst will walk away.
Not quite enough mana on the
especially with the Centaur stomp of his own. On the Centaur Conqueror. So, how is Davidonstreet doing? Sacred Relic purchased and on its way. Radiance is online. Not a bad, considering the start of the game that they had. That is not a bad Radiance timing at all.
Yeah,
I would suggest.
Pretty good. I think around 18 minutes is quite good. So.
Absolutely.
Oh, and they've clipped the Doom. Stampede's not going to help you if you're on the cliff, mate.
So.
Could be trouble for the clockwork.
Oh, nighttime pops, and will they try and turn on the Sleepymoon here? Pops the ult.
Oh, flipping brambles. Catching everyone.
Such a horrible spell, but at least some of
Chaos
them
Knight
are
getting low.
Yeah, Chaos Knight very low.
Lifestealer
has been doomed on the flip side and is also dead. Cleese should follow suit as well. It's nice damage from the Ember Spirit, but we'll have to walk away now with no mana, and this fight is going Spherical's way. 4 will go down. Microsoft PowerPoint at the end. Ember Spirit does eventually get out. Does kill those creeps, so they know
Yeah, there was
where they are.
no TP on the Ember
No
either.
TP on the Ember, and not a lot of mana either. And the courier
And
kill.
a dead courier, so no
Not
TP incoming.
Ideal.
Yep, and there you go. Dude turns up. Fights are a bit different.
Yeah. But Ob's damage was huge. And the Doom onto David, and he just really couldn't do anything about it. Already low, and just kill secured in a way. But yeah, absolutely brutal.
Centaur maybe sticking around a little too long.
Yeah, it'd be a nice pickup to get. And Blink is up, and 4-star, so a lot of maneuverability on the Centaur, and Moist Goblin hanging around. They changed
Careful not
target.
to chase too far.
I think the Shadow Demon might be the better target, but yeah, too far as you say. Look at this really aggressive vision that Spherical have as well. It's huge.
And be hunting down that life stealer if he ever goes down there to
Yeah,
farm.
or indeed the Ember. Either would be a perfect pick off to set them up for the rest of the game now.
I don't think they complain either. No.
No.
11k lead though. 21 minutes.
Yeah. Especially when the kill delta isn't that high. Like, it's not a huge kill
Yeah.
difference. It's just, it is pure farm difference.
Yeah. See, Shiva's now on Doom. I'm not sure if he had that in that last fight, but
Yeah, Ember's got Glycan there as well, so that's quite nice. Quite nice pick up as well. But yeah, no, there's chaos with the Orchid already.
they've got 2 smokes up, going to try see if they can take down the Doom.
I don't know if these 2 heroes alone can do it, but it's worth a go, especially next to where they can TP in. Nice stun though. Big
They got
damage
3,
out.
sorry. There was a life stealer in there.
Yeah, pops out. Obs gets 4-starred away by the Centaur.
Oh!
Does go down, but it's a lovely triple stun by Phosphorus, but now needs to run away themselves. Microsoft PowerPoint, and now Cleese sets up with the stuns.
They don't know whether to go or not.
Well, yeah, with Obs down, it feels like a good time to fight, but at the same time, it might be worth just taking that and not giving away anything in return.
Take the win.
Yeah, that kill alone, a 1k swing, so
Yeah.
huge kill. Huge kill, but still net worth lead. Not really dented, but yeah. God, so many couriers in this area on the minimap. Yeah. A little bit of air traffic control required there.
Mm. Chaos Knight being given a bit more space as well to farm.
Still. They're wanting to fight again whilst it's nighttime on this Night Stalker as well, just to try
Yeah,
and like, keep pressing the advantage.
They kind of have to.
Yeah.
If they don't fight now, it's going to be harder.
Smoke,
in the
counter
day.
smoke from Spherical might be able to
Yeah.
try and pick up the Ember. We'll get the remnant.
Night Stalker did break the
Rift
smoke.
was Rift was like 1 frame away from coming off, I feel like. But doesn't quite latch. Just out of range. So they will just now be looking at each other in the mid lane.
Who wants the AD? Who wants it?
Nobody
No one.
knows it's there currently. So
They just walked past it. I thought they'd seen it.
a little bit of a lull. I think that benefits Granny's Cookies in a way. They just want to try and get another item, as they feel quite far behind in terms of farm.
Yeah.
But it does also leave Spherical to do the same.
The Life Stealer's
down.
definitely got a lot of catching up to do.
And the Crimson Guard on the Centaur as well picked up, so negate a lot of the damage. Cleese is going to get spotted out here. Phosphorus blinks up to the high ground even though no one was there. We'll just run down into Cleese, who will get then stunned by the Dark Willow
So many brambles.
bullshit, may I call it. And then the Brambles are out. And now, Oh, the Doom onto
Oh,
the
the
Night
stun
Stalker is
misses.
huge, but he does get the Nightmare off beforehand. Nighttime off beforehand.
Nice spear.
Lovely double stun by Phosphorus on this in this middle fight, but Davidonstreet doesn't really mind. They just need to try and keep this Night Stalker alive. Now Davidonstreet gets brought in by the Centaur, and all of these stuns chasing and chasing and chasing, and eventually, oh, he just about hops into the Ember, but it's too dead, and they do get a counter kill. Onto
Ember's
the Dark
in trouble
Willow.
now.
The Ember's in trouble, and now David was also in trouble. It's just kill after kill, and Microsoft PowerPoint can't even secure a kill onto the Centaur with the stun. It was unfortunate, not quite enough damage.
Close.
Very close. Yeah, great fight from Spherical. Despite the carnage, it went a bit carnage in the middle, but they managed to maintain.
Yeah, it looked like it was maybe going to get away from them, but they managed to bring it back. I'm not quite sure how.
Yeah, I think the kill onto, like the bring back onto Davidonstreet was huge. He managed to rift him to get him back, like this side of the fight.
It seemed like he could never really, you know, get hit anyone.
Cleese again, stun out, and now Microsoft PowerPoint. Everybody's stunned in that engagement. That was like a common moment there in the middle.
The cogs.
They've managed to trap Phosphorus, as you say, with the cogs. The hook shot misses, goes onto Microsoft PowerPoint, but isn't required, luckily.
They'll take the kill.
They certainly will. And onto the Ember again. A nice bit of gold. Bit of a swing back. Spherical just overstaying their welcome a touch, and thinking perhaps that they could go on to make a play onto the Clockwork, but that is Clockwork's you know, strength, really, isn't it? They can just get out of fights quite nicely. Yeah. Hook shot and cogs and just irritating like escape spells almost. So yeah. Nice.
Nearly got a BKB finished on the Night Stalker. That's gonna be a good pickup.
And Ember getting the Lincolns as well to avoid some
of
those nasty
very
CK
close to.
and Shadow Demon spells, for example, and also Doom for that matter. Although lots to pop it.
Got his Deso finished up as well.
Needs to be careful though, because they have wards down here, so if he wanders down into this bottom,
providing
into the
security
mines.
makes it to it. Okay.
He's going down into. They don't have vision there.
They catch on the Ember, although double stunned.
Very nice, and double rooted as well. Lovely follow up.
Yeah, I was going to Centaur roll out of there. Neither team fancied that after the initiation. Sleepymoon manages to sneak out without being seen.
Lifestealers hopped inside somebody. Ah, the Night Stalker. Look at this.
It's night time.
Yeah, they've used the old Dark Ascension. I can never remember the name of it. I'm sure they changed it.
And they're going to find the Doom again.
Yeah,
yes,
this will be a nice kill.
Oh, they missed the
hook
shot. Connects to the creep wave.
No. So unfortunate.
Oh.
So unfortunate. Oh.
That's a worst case scenario.
Yeah. Unfortunate, but they are 5 up in this top lane, so I wonder if they'll try and push this wave in and see what they can get. Ah, I see, it was called Darkness before he made him flying. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thanks, chat. Great work. Okay. So yeah, the Spherical know they're up in this area. I wonder if they'll try and converge and make something happen. They, I don't know. I don't think they see up there, but they know they're up there.
Yeah, it's daytime again now, so.
Well, I would say this Ember is doing well to keep up in farm with the with the net worth, particularly the Chaos Knight. Obviously, Obs is still putting out about a 3k advantage, but
yeah, but that's just kind of doom things to a certain extent, isn't it? It's kind of what he does.
Yeah.
Especially with the Hand of Midas as well. But no, Ember's doing very well.
Lifestealer looks to be going Ags.
Yeah, that's nice. I think he needs.
Oh my god. We've just been raided by the one
my
of the other
goodness.
games that I think has just finished. So thank you to Where Banana or Where Banana, depending on your
The Titanic
personal
swim
name,
team
from your
just
Discord
followed.
name to your name. I appreciate it. Thanks for jumping over post game. And thanks to whoever followed as well, because I just got beans again. I didn't realise that. Meanwhile, Roche is being taken.
Spartaman just followed.
Getting beans left, right, and centre, but Roche is going down. Bruna, nice. I like that. I hope you had a good stream as well. I hope your cast went well. What was the score of your game? I'm not sure which game you were casting, but what was the score in the end? Get some live update.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
God, I can't see anything because of this. It's just. What? Sorry, what does that say?
No, the Nutkin's given a very good answer. The game was good.
But, yeah.
Not as good as the Mercedes-Benz E-Class sedan.
Yeah. Sorry, I just pinned that. Thanks, Nutkin. Appreciate it. Right, back to the game. They took Roche.
It did.
Which is large. Octarine core on Obst as well now.
Radiant's middle
He just
tower is
continues,
under
and Sleepymoon is catching him up.
Yeah, he's going to be happy with his Aegis as well in the next fight. Keeps getting caught out a little bit.
And then we'll come back for their Tormentor the second time. Although it looks like Clavicimbel is gonna perish as a result. Meanwhile, smoke up from Moist.
Just
Moist?
what I was waiting for.
Moist Goblin is one of their players. It's not. I just, fuck. I lose my mind. From Granny's Cookies. They smoked up. Yes, this was Doom mid. This was Doom mid. And Obst.
DC take the opportunity to take down the middle tower.
Indeed.
I think they mount a defense with their tier 2 bot.
No. You farm, and then you defend high ground where possible. Yeah, I've added some beans emotes, so you can use within channel. It should be some free beans emotes. So please enjoy.
Beans.
Yeah. I can't remember what else I added, but enjoy. Enjoy the beans. Bottom lane, yeah, you gotta let this go and defend high ground. Take the time to farm up a bit more. I mean, David has now got Ags. No, it's like
Getting there.
yeah, literally less than 100. Yeah, has Ags now, so
He's getting there.
that's well worth you know, securing instead. They've got to be careful. Ember has to be really careful. Doesn't get wrapped onto here. If they lose Ember, it's
They've got a couple of people around.
Stomp does miss, and it's a very nice get out. Although on the back lines, the BKB popped. They're trying to go on to Clavicimbel again, but the center ult is popped to help them get away, and they are invulnerable. The bullshit is out, and now the damage comes out in exchange. The
It's a lovely swap.
Swaps out, and if Microsoft PowerPoint is all that perishes from this fight, then I think Granny's Cookies will be very happy. Although Ember wants to go back in, it's because Davidonstreet's in the middle. Cleese stuns, doesn't manage to stun anybody. Because he hook shots into his carry, unfortunately. And his Ember damage is huge and might take down Sleepymoon, but it would only be for the first time. Meanwhile, Night Stalker managed to wait out the Doom damage, and the Doom is ended, but nothing.
The Glyph gets the Dark Willow.
Oh yeah, I forgot I added Todger. That's as an emote in there. Okay, where are we? We are, yeah, so that's another big swing in favor of Spherical.
Yeah.
in terms of gold.
I
The lead just keeps extending. Like they're
I
doing
feel
really
like
well
that
to
was-
keep on kills.
It
But
was a little uncomfortable from the grannies there. The Night Stalker kind of forced the hand of the fight. I don't think the team wanted to fight, but the BKB and the ult was
yeah,
popped.
nice hook shot.
Got on the
onto
sensor
Phosphorus.
here.
Does manage
Oh,
to get out.
he's figured out the cogs this time.
But lovely swap to secure the
cost
kill. But
them
now
two.
Sleepymoon, big trouble. And ThymeTwister
Get out
will
of there.
remnant down and get out of there. Yeah, I agree. I think they didn't want to fight, like you say. I think what happened, I don't know how Davidonstreet ended up in the middle of that fight, but if he hadn't been there, I think they would have got out then and sacrificed the Venge in exchange. But,
I'm guessing he hopped in one of their team and then they just ran into the rest of their team
Yeah,
when it ended.
yeah,
He was in a world of trouble.
and that was unfortunate. So, refresher orb on Doom.
Whoa.
That is this
Aegis is reclaimed, so
yeah. This lad
What's
is
that?
huge. he's huge. Yes, BKB Manta for Sleepymoon as well with the blood form on top of the armlet has obviously been there since the beginning of the game. And yeah, both supports point out in the chat, and also the Centaur having 4-staff to get out of the cogs. Very nice.
yeah.
Looks like Ags for Shadow Demon on its way, or in the process of being purchased. So yeah, looking good, looking strong. Spherical at the moment. Granny's just a little too far behind in terms of farm.
Or Ember getting caught out.
That's just a remnant away, but now Microsoft PowerPoint will perish instead. Was there to save his
Venge does
core,
not have a remnant.
but doesn't have the remnant out.
Rough. Tough game for the Venge today.
But
That'll
yeah,
be the last of the tier 2s.
certainly will, and high ground defense setup will be engaged. As Ember once again remnants away. Runs up again, not sure will necessarily take the fight right this moment without the Venge saves.
They're just poking and prodding. See if they can bait him in a little bit.
They do get the tower through the the bottom tier 1 goes down thanks to the little carty that could. He did it. And now he perishes for his crimes
Take
against
the
the
ultimate price.
tower. Now Microsoft PowerPoint gets stunned up in the
More
mid lane.
stuff in.
Stun comes out, but follow-up damage will be there from the CK, and once again,
Venge down.
the Venge
again.
is down. Right. Onto the Centaur. Do you? What is their route to killing this this Chaos Knight? Sorry. Do you? They need Life Stealer to get some serious damage out, don't they?
Life Stealer needs, you know, some time to hit.
It's like the Centaur like Lotus Orb, like Crimson combo. Just the damage reduction alone, and the Reflect as well is huge.
I think if they can get one of the cores alone, they stand a chance.
And now Phosphorus
The three
jumps in.
cores together.
They all jump in and doom the Ember as well. And he's just refreshed the Doom as well. Who does he target? I'm not sure.
the Life Stealer.
Oh, the Life Stealer was the
Guess
second
Life
one.
Stealer.
They reflect back a stun because the... Oh, and it just shreds the damage on the Night Stalker.
I don't think the Doom's going to get anyone, but it did cost the Life Stealer, the Night Stalker.
Yeah.
Its life.
And Clockwork was stuck in the middle of that fight with nowhere to go, and the lane of Rax is taken without any consequence. Anything of note, 26k lead now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that damage reduction, just the Chaos Knight. I just don't see a route to killing it. very tricky. Let alone the double doom or you know, or most fights will, you know, one every couple fights will just be a single doom anyway. But it just,
I mean,
it's the same strategy as well from Spherical as it was last game too. It's this double jump in, so it's
it's overwhelming.
the rift from the centaur pulls one out, and then they follow up the centaur stun blink, and with the war stomp from the doom, they just do like double jump, double stomp combo. And like we saw last game, it's the same. Sorry.
Well, no, just you know, if you can get your two heroes to jump in and not die.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep.
It's gonna be pretty easy going for you.
Yeah, and onto the
Spherical
Ember was the
finding
prime
out.
target. Gets to stomp onto the Ember again. Link and Sphere popped already.
Ember managing to stay alive in that last fight was incredible. We got so low. Lifestealer heal bomb. It's excellent.
Yeah, and I think Cleese was doing work in the middle of the. Obviously went down, but just with the cogs, stuns, and all sorts. It was a little bit of a mess in the middle of that fight, just from the carnage of all the spells being cast. So.
Right, well, let's just wait for Doom to come back off cooldown. And there it is, the refresher's back too.
And they'll set up for Roche, by the looks, as it is in the top lane.
Roche and same again. I don't think that Roche is going to take much taken down.
Yeah, it's an 88% win probability at the moment, which is the highest it has been the entire game. That last fight swung at a good 10%. Yeah, just the item delta is huge. What's a Lifestealer going for? I'm going to pick up an AC next. They'll now push in this top lane, as that's where they are already. Looks like. With the double doom.
And honestly, they don't even, like in the last fight, they don't even need to get the kills. If they doom them and they run away, just take the racks. And that's fine.
Yeah.
As long as they're not there to disrupt the racks taking.
I also don't even think that
All good.
Sleepymoon really needs the Aegis, to be honest.
He is low. It's gonna go down.
Oh, hookshot misses on the left-hand side, but the Centaur charges out, so they're hard chasing them down. There's a little bit of carnage in the middle of this fight, but I see the Doom out onto the Lifestealer. I'm not sure if they got the Ember as well. It looks like in the back lines, Clavicimbel was being chased down by Spineapple, but
yeah. Doom now being stunned up. Have they got enough damage to take him down?
ThymeTwister doing all of the damage they can, but the Ogre Seal Totem might just get him away. 2 seconds, but the silence and the stuns now from Sleepymoon and from Phosphorus. They do need to retreat on the side of Spherical. It wasn't the cleanest fight, and they have got quite low.
Yeah.
David does go down, but in exchange, you get Dark Willow as Night Stalker does some chasing down in the back lines. And the Aegis too, yeah, absolutely right, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I tell you what, the Ags on Doom now. There's just so much area of Doom with 2 Dooms. It's it makes it tricky if you're a Clockwork. Trying to get your spells off.
Yeah. Right at the start of that fight, the hookshot missed onto the back lines as well. I think the strategy was quite clever in the sense that they wanted to use Night Stalker and Clockwork to get onto like the Dark Willow and the Shadow Demon to stop anything from coming at the back.
Mess up the back lines.
Yeah, coming from like any spell saves coming from the back, but ultimately the hookshot missed, and in the end, Night Stalker did manage to get. Oh no!
They're running him back.
Davidonstreet hops inside Sleepymoon, but regrets the decision as they run him back with the Centaur ult. And now
that'll be the next lane of rack.
If not possibly the game in the end, you would think, without buyback for David. this point. 33k lead. Very nicely executed by Spherical there as well. And now they're poking at him. The Doom is out, so the AoE Doom, Spotlight already had to run out of it, and now Nightstalker just gets absolutely shredded with damage. The BKB wears off and that's it, and now Doom
Ember in trouble.
refreshes. And the Ogre Seal totem to get himself in this time rather than out with the double Doom.
Oh,
Doom's onto the
another
Ember, so there's
Doom.
two things of Doom going on. Swaps into the base, which
Get
might
that
save,
Doom out of here.
might save the Ember, but now the rest of the team have to be careful not to
No.
walk in. Meanwhile, the
No,
racks are
he's
being
gonna
taken.
perish. He's gonna
He
perish.
still pops, has to buy back immediately on the Ember. Because they got to clear these creeps as much as anything else. The other lane of racks is being taken. Silence immediately
Yeah,
out onto
Omegas
Ember.
again.
And I think that's going to be a
Oh,
dieback.
no.
That's a lot of damage. And then the Dark Willow stun on top, plus the root.
Dieback.
Ember dieback
Oh,
immediately.
no.
David's back, but what can he
Lifestealer's
do on
back.
his own? I don't think very much. Venge buys back.
Oh.
The Lifestealer manages to hop in at the last second into the
He's
Doom.
being run into the rest of the team.
But the heal might be able to let him get Clavicimbel. Obs might be getting his support killed here. No,
he's
not quite.
broken.
Survives long enough. 94 seconds currently without Ember and a minute without the Lifestealer is looking bad for Granny's Cookies right now. As all lanes are taken, 47k lead and no deaths in that engage on the side of Spherical. And now Clockwork tries to go in and make something happen. Nice swap into the base
is nice.
onto Obs, but Clockwork will still perish. And it will be a team wipe in the end over the course of that game. And GG will eventually be called. Team Spherical take it 2-0 against Granny's Cookies with a 51k advantage at the end of that game too.
Wow.
You may call that a
Convincing.
statement performance.
Convincing.
It was convincing in the end. Wow, we've seen some games today. 51k advantage at the end is huge. Let's have a look at some of these stats. I want to see some of these damage stats actually. Yes, Chaos Knight 52k damage. Pretty bruising.
Beans, what the fuck?
S-Nut can just follow.
Thanks for the follow, Nutkin. Appreciate it. Thanks for beansing me. Appreciate it. I'm two. I think I'm 2 away from my. I think my follower goal is 69. So if anyone, I'm only 2 away. So not that you don't have to follow, but if you'd like to, you're more than welcome to. Yeah.
Oh,
So
I'm fairly sure they do actually. I think it's compulsory.
well, how else will you get your wisdoms?
That's it.
Um,
You may not know that if you win games, it's good.
Yeah, winning games is good. Right. So, who is the MVP for you in this game? Ob?
Well, I mean, officially it should be Obs, shouldn't it? It should be.
Well, let's have a look
Just
actually at the player network.
Played well.
Oh, it
played
was
well.
close. There was less than 20 gold between the two primary cores at the end of the game. I think Sleepymoon may have taken that personally. That he was so far ahead. Like, no, I'm the carry. So, there we are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
getting the job done. Just obscenely tanky. Double Doom, double Ags. Cast everything, hands off keyboard. What more need be done?
Indeed. Brutal. Well, that's our 2 games. Let me go back to the old team logos. Overall assessment then, from Granny's Cookies perspective, maybe just to start off. What can they take from said?
I tell you what, I think they did an absolutely stonkingly good job. Spherical going into this is obviously one of the more favoured teams in the tournament, and to have some good fights, some touch and go moments at times, like in the game 1, if a few of those eggs went the other way, or just a couple of things went their way, it would have been a much different story. So I think they can take a lot of pride in how they played, and into the next game. Hopefully, they come up against an opponent that is a little bit less dominating than Spherical is.
Yeah. No, completely agree. I think some of the the like team fight coordination was really good, particularly with the Sand King in that first game as well. Like we said after the first game, there were a few just unfortunate fights where I think if like Lena doesn't get picked off or the Jug doesn't get picked off, you have a bit more in a couple of fights and you might be able to turn it around. But it's definitely difficult being behind against a team as confident as Spherical is as well, to just, you know, keep the pressure on and going from there. And
I mean, it's early days in the tournament. They still got time to get things together. And as you say, their team fight is great. It's just a couple of times where it's not quite lining up properly. But
and then from Spherical's perspective, expected 2-0, you would probably say, if as
I'm sure they were hoping for a 2-0, and that's what they've done.
Yeah.
Two relatively convincing wins. So you can't really get much better than that.
Yeah.
They did what they needed to do, and
Cool. Well,
sure they'll be happy.
Yeah, of course. Cool. So, I think with that we're going to wrap up, and we will raid. I think there is still one more game going on. So, God help Falcus, because he is still casting. I hope I've got that username right, but we will raid into the final game of the day, the triple header. So we'll go from there. But yeah, Mad Max seems confused. Is that the right? Is that right? I hope that's right. So yeah, we're gonna jump over to the final game. Yeah, 28 lads are in. Alright. Alright, well, all that's left to be said is once again, thanks for watching, guys. Please follow if you want. We will probably cast more games of the tournament. We're also playing in the tournament. It's kind of crazy. We're not playing for GFG. It's carnage in here. So, last thing to say is thanks for watching. Any closing comments, Ob, before we jump over to the last game?
No, just thanks for having me. It's been fun.
As always, no problem.
Yeah.
You're welcome as
casting
always.
again.
Cool. Right. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Peace.